Trigger warning. There are mentions of sexualization, grooming, self-harm, and gore. Viewer discretion is advised. Today I will be talking about two different phases I had back in both 2019 and 2020. Although I had multiple other phases, these two seem to be the worst of all. The first phase I will be talking about was the Little Loli Alina phase. A phase that started off as just a character I made for a My Little Pony Discord server in the beginning of 2020. Although originally it was just made for fun, it ended up turning into something that ended up pretty bad. To shortly explain the way I acted, I was pretty much the dream of any, weeb redditor. I would act all cutesy and sweet while also pretty much being a pick-me, if that makes sense. Also, during this phase, as mentioned in the trigger warning, I was sexualized a lot during this phase. Due to me being a dumb child, I ended up getting groomed during this phase as well, pretty much due to me being, oh, I'm mature, I can do what I want, and that had its consequences. Thankfully, the whole Little Loli Alina phase ended up ending in October 2020 when Zora, the raptor Sona I made, got started up. Although it's too bad that Zora didn't really last long. She only lasted a few months. This next phase actually started around the time I started this very YouTube channel. The first few images I saw where I started this actually started back in September of 2019. This was the gore phase. Trigger warning to anyone watching, I am about to show images of pretty much me covered in blood and stuff. So, viewer discretion, just as in the trigger warning. As you probably know, these gore images pretty much came from a very bad mental state I was in. They came from a very, very dark place in my brain. Most of the images usually contained me being cut at the throat or my ribs being exposed, which kind of easily explain the suicidal thoughts I was having, along with the heart problems I was also having during that time due to anxiety. Some of the images, just like this one, aren't actually as bad, but they do have a deeper, more messed up meaning. The one you see on the screen right now pretty much is me, quote-unquote, going to heaven due to me killing myself, pretty much. The obsession with gore ended up going pretty much as far as even pitting, normal jokes that wouldn't have been funny and just adding a crap ton of gore to it because, well, it was an obsession. Something that obviously isn't a surprise is that I also used gore in my vents as well, but usually the vents would have me harming myself or killing myself, which was a pretty big problem, as you can tell. Keep in mind, I never actually tried to kill myself or cut myself, but the only time I would actually harm myself is if I would bite or scratch my own skin whenever I was highly stressed. This also all happened around and before the night scale situation, so you can imagine it got a lot worse after the whole situation. Trust me, I am doing a lot better than what I was doing during these times. I am a lot healthier, and I'm also more mentally stable. It's just a good idea to look back at these things and realize how wrong they were, how bad this could have affected other people as well. But year by year, I'm trying to be a better person, and I'm trying to learn from these such mistakes. Although I do realize I do make pretty bad mistakes every day as well, but I'm working on it, and, well, I'm doing my best. Alright, and that's all I have for this story. If you want to hear more, just tell me if you want what story you'd like to hear or what you'd want me to talk about, because don't expect me to be able to get it right away, because as you know, I have school and all, but I just can't go to school today because my mom's sick. So, yeah. But yeah, if you have anything you want to say, just comment it down below and I will be sure to see if I can talk about it. I love you all. Goodbye.